Minnesota built a mini Somalia inside of an American city, and everybody pretended it was normal. Now, Trump says, leave while you still can. And suddenly, the same people who said they'd never be touched are panicking. Let's start here.
Just gets bad in here, man. I just don't want to be here no more. I pray to God just. I'm just tired of you guys talking about me and just always talking shit. You guys just don't even know how to just leave me alone. I'm just so tired.
Now, this caption comes with he lived 20 years in the U.S. welfare, now crying he can't adjust to his own country. 20 years on American welfare, huh? And the second he's sent home, he can't survive. He's actually begging Trump to rescue him in other videos. This isn't refuge, it's dependency. Minnesota, obviously, they built the bubble. Now that bubble is gone. Now let's look at the place that created this mindset.
What's it like being a Muslim here in the United States?
I'm not speaking English, only one Somali language.
What does it mean to you to be a part of Islam?
I don't know, I'm not speaking English very well.
How are you? Do any of you speak English? English? No. Can women speak on camera? No. I kept going because I wanted to speak with some more of the elders here to see if they could share their story about coming here from Somalia and how they've seen the rise firsthand. However, none of them spoke English. How are you? Can I ask any of you guys some questions? No? Speak English?
English, no.
No? Do any of you speak English? After a few interviews, somebody came up to us angry because we were asking people about the rise of Islam inside this community. My name is Dick Shirley.
What are you doing?
My name is Dick Shirley. I'm a YouTuber. We're doing a video on the rise of Islam here in the United States.
The rise of Islam.
Yeah, it's the number one converting religion.
The rise of Islam. Make it make sense for me.
Yeah, it's the number one it's the number one converting religion in the United States. So we're doing a top
the
subject
number
on it.
one converting religion in the United States.
It's like the number one growing religion. So
wait, isn't it after Christ?
What?
Isn't it after Christ?
This guy wouldn't show his face on camera, and this conversation kept going for a few minutes, and he demanded that we deleted the footage of the interviews that we took here on the street. I said no, and he said, you better go, and we're going to make sure you leave. I've never been in a situation like that while I've been filming, where somebody comes out of nowhere and wants to take the footage. I was watching a video prior to this video, and there is a Somali gang war going on here inside of these apartment complexes, apparently. I think we just went upon a gang, and I didn't know that they were a gang. And right now, he said, you better leave, and we're going to make sure you get out of here. So right now, there is somebody following from behind, making sure that we get out of this place. Not the most friendly welcome here into this part of Minnesota.
A simple question turns into threats, demands to delete footage, and you see a little small crowd forming around the cameraman. That's not America. That's a territory, a language enclave with zero assimilation and total hostility to anyone outside it. And now they are shocked deportations are real because the tone it's just changed nationally.
It's pretty funny. Well, I think it's funny, at least. All the illegals, they still think we're stuck with them. No. You're about to be stuck in here with us. Clock is ticking. Could be a soft tick, could be a loud one, hard to say. A word of advice, though, I'd scream if I were you. Skedaddle. Vamoose, leave while you still can. Alligator Alcatraz is just the beginning. Next up is Shark Shawshank. Sharks, very dangerous, not the most reasonable of beasts. Some of you have seen the Discovery Channel and know what I'm talking about. Shark Week, very exciting. We'll live stream escape attempts, justice and economic stimulus in one. Rikers with grizzly bears is an option as well. We could use a snappier name, but the concept is strong to very strong in a big way, quite frankly. It's pretty.
Wow. Trump didn't whisper, leave while you still can, or you're about to be stuck in here with us. Now, he's obviously talking about all illegals, but for years, Minnesota's Somali community had TPS shields, endless extensions, billions in welfare, political protection. Now, our president finally says, Your time is up. Clock can tick low, solving tick hard. You pick. And that's when the meltdown started.
So Trump is planning to deport a whole community of Somalis in Minnesota. He posted on his Truth Social that he will end the protection for the people of Somali origin, who are apparently they have the largest community in Minnesota. So, like thousands of Somalis live in Minnesota, and Trump said that he is going to deport them because he said that they are terrifying the people of the United States of America. Can I say, I think at this point, it looks like Trump has completely lost his marbles. I mean, he lost them a very long time ago. But now he's just, before, like, you remember when he just used to be tweeting everything when he was he'll be tweeting all night. I think he's gone back to tweeting all night. Like, what have the Somalis done to you? I don't know. I've never been to Minnesota, so I have no idea what the Somalis in Minnesota are getting up to. But to say that a whole community, the young, the old, the infirm, the whole community are in gangs, that's insane.
So she admits she doesn't know anything about local issues, yet calls TPS termination insane and tags Tom Homan saying, fine, deport me. That's not fear. That's entitlement built from years of feeling untouchable. And that attitude came from the setup.
Let's talk about Ilhan Omar's people in Minnesota. So they brought about 80,000 of these Somali Muslims in. They grouped them in one spot, and then they used that to elect her to Congress. That's how she got there. Okay, now, one thing you need to remember, according to the stats, is over 90% of these people have availed themselves of some sort of social service welfare program. Okay, now, the authorities in Minnesota have a huge investigation because these people have come up with all kind of different scams. Scams saying they were going to feed children, scams for housing, scams for fake marriages, fake divorces, you name it. They came here and they started scamming the system like nobody would believe. And these are her people all grouped together in Minnesota. We're going to talk about Dearborn, Michigan soon, too. Let's talk about Ilhan.
Now, Obama resettled tens of thousands of Somalis, and most landed in one district, Ilhan Omar's district. That district became the fraud capital of the Midwest. Daycare scams, food stamp scams, feeding our future, zero assimilation. Minnesota didn't become diverse. It became Somalia inside the U.S., it seems. And now even their top figure, she's sweating, y'all.
Enough to understand that members of Congress can't be impeached. When you have Nancy and Randy saying, we're on it, we're going to impeach her, when they're saying they're going to deport me, knowing full well that you cannot deport an American citizen.
Ilhan Omar, the cracks are beginning to show. Now that you are on Trump's radar, I think you are starting to become very afraid. You're starting to panic. It looks like you are terrified and you feel some sense of threat. And honestly, you should be. I would like to point out and comment on the last statement that you made in that interview, but I'd also like to correct you on some few things. Yes, you are correct. American citizens cannot be deported. But what you failed to mention is that there are two types of American citizens. You failed to make that distinction. They are natural-born citizens and they are naturalized citizens, which you and I fall under that category. Both you and I are naturalized citizens, you being a Somalian and I am a Zambian. We became naturalized citizens because we satisfied the requirements needed to pursue citizenship through a legal process. We applied for naturalization because we satisfied all the requirements needed by immigration in order for us to pursue to become citizens. Natural-born citizens cannot be deported. Why? Because they were born here. However, naturalized citizens we can get our citizenship revoked through a denaturalization process. And how that can come about is if we are being pursued criminally or civically. And it has to go through the federal courts. When they start civil or criminal proceedings, that's where we can run the risk of having our citizenship revoked. Now, you, on the other hand, you are being pursued criminally because it's been alleged that you had committed acts of fraud when it came to applying for your citizenship, for your naturalized citizenship. You had made some statements which were misrepresented, or you had omitted facts, or you did not tell the truth when it came to applying for your citizenship. Now this alleged information has come about that you had lied on your application. That is why you're being pursued criminally. And that's how you may face being deported or having your citizenship revoked because of those things. The problem with you, Ilhan, is I think you've gotten way too comfortable. To be honest with you, you're very cocky. You're taking this whole thing for granted. The fact that you are in this country, let me tell you something. Being a U.S. citizen, especially being a naturalized U.S. citizen, that is a privilege. It's not a right. I have a privilege, and I am proud and I am happy. I am grateful that I was awarded and I was afforded that opportunity to be a citizen of this country. America didn't have to do that. They didn't have to grant me a citizenship because I've been in this country. So don't bite the hands that feed you. And for you to be so disrespectful to Trump, the way you talk about this man like he is shit under your shoe, is very disrespectful. Because guess what? You don't have to be here. He can have the right to pursue criminal proceedings to get you out of this country, because time and time again, your actions, the things that you say and you do, show that you are not a loyal citizen of this country. You don't deserve to be an American citizen. Why? Because you put your own country of Somalia first. Then you do this country that has afforded you the abilities, the privileges, and the access for you to even have a platform. Because the country that you come from Somalia, they oppress women. And you don't have the freedoms or the rights to talk the way you do. So if I were you, I would not bite the hands that feed you. And I would sit down and humble myself. Because right now what you're doing, Ilhan, you're not being humble. You're not showing gratitude. If it wasn't for America, where would you be right now? The very same country of Somalia that you're always crying about, that you put first, why aren't you there already? If that country is doing so much for you and it's the country that you love so much, why aren't you pursuing your pursuance there? Why aren't you there? But no, you want to take America for granted. The country that has awarded you the wealth, the platform for you to have a position in government. But this is how you shit on America like this? No, you don't deserve to be a citizen. And I really do hope that Homeland Security, they start to do thorough investigations so that they can get you out of here. Because you have time and time again taken advantage of this country. Some of your shady dealings that you've done, committing fraud, embezzling money, all these things, getting your community who are also committing acts of fraud. You are perpetuating that. You are at the forefront. Now you want to shit on America, the very same country that has done a lot for you? How dare you? How dare you? Who are you? You would be nothing. It's so annoying because you get people like myself who really have so much respect for this country and are so satisfied and so appreciative of what America has done. You're not worthy. You're not worthy to be in office. You're not worthy to have that title of being a congresswoman. You don't deserve to be here. You need to go. Ilhan, you need to go. I'm tired of the level of disrespect that you show Americans. I'm tired of the level of disrespect that you show our president time and time again. Go back to Somalia. Go back. If it's that much pressing that you don't want to be here or you love Somalia, go back. What's stopping you?
Man. Wow. First of all, I want to just send love to Maddie right there, man. Oh, Ilhan Omar says you can't deport an American citizen, but she's naturalized. You know, that's like I said, that statement is actually correct for natural born citizens, but not for you. And if the paperwork behind that naturalization was fraudulent, the law allows denaturalization. Citizenship gone, visa gone, deportation on the table. No confirmed charges, but in the state drowning in fraud investigations, the last person who should even try to be a little cocky is the face of the entire ecosystem. When Trump teams open up the files, they don't just look at the scammers. They look at the people who benefited at the top. This is what happens when you build a separate country inside a country. Deportees crying overseas. You got language enclaves pushing cameras away. Influencers joking about deportation until it becomes real. And now a congresswoman insisting she's untouchable while the laws, they actually say otherwise. Now Minnesota rolled out the red carpet. Trump is rolling it back. So if you made it to the end of this video, what I actually want you to write is be humble. Be humble. Y'all be safe. Please go check on a friend today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.